This galaxy never ceases to bequeath to us new wonders with every passing year. This place, this Silver Tenebris, these ruins older than the most ancient fossils taken from the soil of Holy Terra itself. Wondrous, glorious, but also dangerous. This benighted age is full of danger. The ugly smear of the cicatrix across the night sky of every world I visit stands as testament. Omnisire, preserve me should my fail-safe cognitive disintegrators malfunction, and this log becomes public knowledge, but I fear we live now in the end times. A hole has been torn in the very fabric of the heavens itself. I do not know how such a thing can ever be contained, let alone reversed. Doom lurks in the shadows of every passing hour, whether one stands on the blessed red sands of Mars or on the most far-flung frontier. This, perhaps, is why the awakening horrors of this world do not affect me as much as one might expect. Like Magos Faustinius, I have chosen to retain my emotional cores, but they return remarkably little in the way of fear. Instead, I feel a kind of stern resolve. My work will continue unhindered. If there is any hope of defeating the great enemy left to us, I pray that it might be found beneath the soil of this strange world, cold and silent within a darkened chamber, awaiting our recovery. I have heard whispers in the noosphere, loose atoms of truth, explaining what happened at Cadia, before the rift in all its foulness was birthed across the firmament. I have collected these scraps and secured them in my deepest neural vaults. They speak of Cadia's pylons, of ancient Xenos tech sorcery. As much as the thought disgusts me, do I dare hope that these alien creatures guard our deliverance? If it is so, it must be recovered at any cost. I await the word from my Lord Faustinius to enact the final canticles, but have begun preparations regardless. My charges will doubtless be required in the coming days. The Legio Cybernetica will walk. As I live and breathe in the light of the machine god, Gloria et Imperium in Omnisire.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and those who fit neither category, welcome back to Let's Play Mechanicus. And as you can see, the menu's a bit different because I've installed Heretic. Someone correctly informed me in the comments that Heretic isn't a separate campaign. It is instead, what it does is it adds new missions to the existing campaign. So that'll teach me to not read the fine print, I guess. Whoops. So I've installed Heretic, and I played through the entire tutorial we played last time again, so that we're back exactly where we were, having completed the first tomb with Void Admiral Agrelek in there, except this time we have Heretic enabled, because I didn't appear to be able to enable Heretic midway through a campaign, so I started again. It's a good thing we noticed this now, really, because it wasn't too much bother. But, yeah, so, I got Heretic installed now. Great stuff. So let us continue. Agrelek sector located. Did we already read this last time? I think we did, yeah. Close. Right, so we're on the Sisters Metallica now. You can see all of our Magi friends sitting on their little thrones there. There's the hololith in the middle where we do the missions through. There's Mr. Redditus the Servo Skull flying past. I mean, I'm assuming it's him. Could be someone else. Oh, no, there's another one there. There you go, little Servo Skulls. They're sort of kind of weird, aren't they, Servo Skulls? They're kind of adorable and also horrifying at the same time. There needs to be a word for that. Adorifying or something. I don't know. Anyway. So as explained last time, we have the Necron Awakening progress on Silver Tenebris. and time will be counting down as we do missions towards 100% when all the Necrons wake up, and we are in the shit, so to speak. So, yeah, there you go. We've got, we click on Faustinius' face up here, we get mission progress. And, yeah, we've got the Agrelec sector and the Acropis sector. Both located so far.
Silver tenebris must burn, we must not linger.
Let's give how this says.
Discovery of silver tenebris equals 10.011010%. More awaits us.
Jolly good. The first thing it wants us to do, though, because Reddit has popped up and told us to last time before I ended the episode, is it actually wants us to go on the cohort screen. So let's do that. Welcome to the cohort quarters. Here you can see all the available tech priest and troop units currently unlocked. Troop units are shown at the top of the screen. Here you can see what skills each troop has available and all statistics for each unit. Tech priests are shown in the bottom 6 slots. Left mouse button, a tech priest to begin customization. Yes, yes. So we have our tech priests, and we can indeed customize them. Yeah. And servitors. We have servitors unlocked so far. As you can see, there's a lot of slots for different unit types, but there it is. You collect a cognition point when hit by an enemy, and you can bonk people with the big claw arm thing it's got. So let's have a look at our tech priest, shall we? Magos Jeremiah down here. Welcome to the tech priest customization screen. There are many ways to customize a tech priest. You can change their weapons, body augments, and backpack upgrades and more. You can upgrade your tech priests. Head to the disciplines button near the tech priest portrait now. This is the discipline screen. From here you can upgrade your tech priest using Blackstone. Whenever you're ready, Redditus. Come on, mate. There we go. Each discipline is focused on a different playstyle. Select one of the skills from one of the six discipline skill trees now. Very well. So we have Explorator, Secutor, Tech Auxilium, Next Mechanic, Engine Seer, Dominus, Xenorite. These are all different types of tech priests that exist in the 40k lore. I like the way they've implemented it into this game. It's quite fun. So Explorators take on the quest for knowledge more than any other discipline. They reach far into the depths of unknown space, searching for lost archaeotech, new species, and even new worlds, to boldly go where no toaster has ever gone before, etc. Secutors are masters of man and machine. They wield the often rare trait of charisma. With their inspiring leadership, they are able to multiply the efficiency of a Skitari tenfold. Tech Auxilium, an often overlooked discipline, the Tech Auxilium takes on tasks that other tech priests avoid. They are the oil within an engine. They keep the great Mechanicus cog running as smoothly as they can. Lex Mechanics. Rigorous catalogers, Lex Mechanics compile, analyze, and run data entry tasks. They are capable of finding valuable data among indecipherable texts, maps, or other obscure forms such as enemy weakness in battle. Engine Seers. Unlike other tech priests, Engine Seers are found to serve in almost every Imperial planet in the galaxy, seeing to the well-being and maintenance of all things mechanical. Dominus. A Dominus is heavily trained in the art of war, using their skills to monitor and calculate highly complex battle maneuvers in the blink of an eye. And Xenorites. The secretive Xenorites seek to understand and even use dangerous alien technology. Theirs is the discipline that can reap the greatest rewards and the foulest of corruption. So, okay. We have a bunch of choices here. I honestly couldn't tell you what the best one to go with is to begin with. I don't know what the meta is in this game, but this game is not... it's quite forgiving, so I think it probably doesn't really matter what we pick. Some of the first ones we can get, though, is this. And you can cross... take skills in different things. You don't have to pick one. For each of your tech priests, they can take skills in other areas as well. That's totally a thing they can do, I believe. Unless they've changed it in updates. Atmospheric scan. Reveal enemy statistics when in melee range. Troop unit gains +1 damage, +4 meters of movement, +15% critical chance. Tech Auxilium. Next weapon's attack cognition point cost is reduced by 2 cognition points. So that'd be really good for a character that has a really big gun that costs like 4 cognition points to shoot. And that's definitely a thing that we'll get in this game at some point. In which case we want to give it to our tech auxilium. Next mechanics generate a cognition point at the beginning of the unit's turn if the gauge is empty. So that's also quite good. Engine seers cleanse the target of any negative effects. Passive negative effects last 1 less turn. So they're kind of like, I guess, sort of like healers almost. Dominus, +4 range for ranged weapons, and Xenorite. Restore 1 HP at the beginning of the unit's turn. I like this. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to be a Xenorite. You're going to be a Xenorite. I think this is new. I don't remember Xenorite, so this might be added by Heretic, actually. Corrupted technology, gain +1 to damage. After making an attack, the unit loses 1 HP. Gain 5% critical chance per missing HP. Yoth's Fabrication, restore 3 HP. The Ultimatum Resistor. Once per battle, revive the Tech Priest at the beginning of its next turn with 10 HP. Oh, this sounds really interesting. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to make you a Xenorite. I am. Zealous Metals. In order to upgrade, you must have enough Blackstone. When you rank up, you'll gain augment slots, skills, and body parts. Megas Jeremiah will reach rank 2. Upgrade cost 121. Blackstone after upgrade 179. Increased augment capacity, right, that's also good. That'll allow us to equip more stuff. Okay, do it. Having a diverse team is advised, however the choice is yours. Tech priests can be multidisciplined, meaning they can learn skills from more than one discipline. Yes, there you go. You have enough augment capacity to equip this tech priest with a weapon. You can see the capacity amount for items within its tooltip. Drag a weapon onto a slot using the left mouse. It will take up one of your tech priest's augment capacity slots. To gain more AC slots, upgrade your tech priest. Cool, so currently he doesn't appear to be equipped with anything, Jeremiah. So, what do we want to give him? All we've got right now is a power axe and a phosphor blast pistol, so a power axe for you, sir, and a phosphor blast pistol there. Could actually unplug it and put it on that side if we wanted to, if that really matters at all. We'll put it on that side, there we go. Cool. We will unlock many more bits of equipment as we go on. And then we have Menarius here. Let's have a look at you then, sir. Let's see. Actually, can we give you another phosphor pistol? No, I don't have enough slots, damn. Right, what do we want to make of you? Deals 1 damage to target. You can deal damage with servo skulls. I feel like a Secutor would be quite good. Engine seer maybe dominant. No, yeah, I want you to be a Secutor, I think. You're going to be a Secutor. So you'll get this one first. Servant Protocol Servo Skull. Troop unit gains +1 damage. Yeah, you can buff a troop unit, basically. Let's make you a Secutor. Augment capacity's gone up. Right, so you can have one of those. You can have one of those. They're equipped basically the same at this point, looks like. My 2 guys. Now, you can rename your dudes. You can rename your dudes. And I've been thinking about how to do this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to name my tech priests loosely after characters from previous Let's Plays. So this guy, our corrupt Xenorite, who dabbles in the forbidden arts, is definitely going to be. Is definitely going to. Actually, just one moment. I've had an idea. Okay, this is very dumb, and it's going to make some people roll their eyes, but I'm going to do it anyway. So, I'm going to name them after previous Let's Play characters, but I'm also going to do it in Elite speak because we're tech priests. So, this guy is going to be Fathis, spelt like that. And our Secutor, who shall our Secutor be? Let's see. Let's see. I think you should probably be Claudius. There we go. It doesn't quite work with the 4 actually in this particular font, but never mind, it'll have to do. Anyway, yeah, the 1's indistinguishable from an I, but there you go. It's the thought that counts, right? So we got Fathis and Claudius, our 2 tech priests. So Claudius is our secutor. He's the one that leads the troops. He's a kind of a tactically minded sort of. He's the one that he's the general almost, I suppose. You know, he's the leader of the little party and does all the tactical stuff. And Fathis engages in all the forbidden Xenorite arts. And yeah, anyway, so those are our only 2 tech priests for now. But jolly good. I'll get out of the screen. There we go, Claudius. And, it shows up nice properly here. Good, excellent. Right, so I'm amused by this. I imagine some people won't be. They'll roll their eyes and think, "Oh, you silly idiot!" Right. So another thing we can do here is we can change the color scheme, which is fun. We've got a little army painter feature here, basically, which is fun. You can pick a bunch of existing schemes like Mars, which is the default, Riser, which is it's supposed to be orange. They look kind of yellow though. Those of you who've watched my 40k battle reports, you might remember Red Tooth's orange AdMech from Riser. That's these guys. You can go Metallica, which is white, and then we can go custom. And now I have a particular, personally, anyway, I quite like black. Actually, in the secondary color, red, maybe? That looks like, what's it called? Not a Riser. What's the other one? The one that's full of Xenorites. There's another Forge World. They're black and red, and I can't remember their name, but they're full of Xenorites. And it's actually the Forge World that Scavola's from. If you look at the artwork for Scavola, and I'll point it out later, but if you do, you'll see that Scavola's from why can I not remember the name of the place? I'm having a total brain fart right now, but there's a Forge World which runs around in black and red. And their whole thing is that they're a bunch of heretics that dabble with alien technology, and Scavola is from that place. Which probably explains a lot, really. Secondary colour white. See, if I was ever going to do AdMech, I think I would actually, you know, if I was going to collect him in real life for 40k, I'd probably do black, and I'd make all the metal bits like bronze or copper. Maybe with some white trim. So, I think that might be how I go with this, actually. Yeah, that looks cool to me. I like it. Right. So there you go. We are a custom Forge World now. With black and white being our main colours. Cool! Alright, let's do that. Now, there's tech. Let's have a look at this. This is a list of technologies collected so far. You can find tech, such as weapons or items, on missions or as a reward for completing missions. This is a collection of weapon blueprints you have found so far. These blueprints are known as standard template construct fragments, or simply STC fragments. Right, yeah, we've got the power axe, and we've got the phosphor blast pistol, and as you can see, there's an awful lot of weapons to unlock in this game. And, yep, backplate slots, this is all equipment, essentially. Troops. Lots of troops. Ship upgrades. Affect your repair efficiency between missions and the number of tech priests you can access, and so much more. And then canticles. These are your canticles, also known as canticles of the Omnissiah. These are prayers that can be used in-game. You may have noticed previously there was a canticle button down on the bottom left that was grayed out for us. Canticles are unlocked by completing the quests that are listed on each locked canticle. Once the quest for a canticle is complete, you're able to then take the canticle on missions and use its incredible abilities. These are jolly useful, these things. Right now, it looks like all we have is the Litany of Life. Restore 5 HP on the active unit, yeah, so we can use that to heal people, and then you get a level 2 of it and a level 3 of it. Encounter the Craft. Complete one mission without using a canticle, so that's pretty easy to do. Benediction of Omniscience. Use 5 canticles. Canticle of the Iron Soul. Kill a boss. Yeah, so that we can unlock these by effectively doing little sort of secondary objectives. So it's pretty cool. It's cool stuff. So, back to the mission. Now we've got all that sorted out. We've got new deployments available. We can talk to either Videx or Scabola. Let's talk to Videx. Lector Dogmatis Videx has requested the deployment of a censor servitor to fumigate the tomb of Agrelek and cleanse its spiritual corruption. Objective is to deploy a censor servitor and cleanse the tomb by making it smell nice. Our reward for this will be a Volkite Blaster, which is very nice. Very nice indeed. And a Curatio Claw, which is actually can be used to heal things. And some Blackstone, naturally. And the difficulty for this one is easy, and we will encounter Necron Warriors, apparently. So, let's do it. Here you choose which tech priests and troops to take on a mission. Use left mouse button to add a unit to the Arvus Lighter transport. Use right mouse button to remove a unit from the selection. Arvus Lighter, that's a Forge World model in 40k. I always kind of wanted one of those. They're not like super like killy, useful, awesome on the tabletop in terms of the game, but they're such a ubiquitous vehicle in the 40k universe. I always kind of wanted to have one just either just sit around on the battlefield as scenery or to use in sort of narrative missions where I've got a bunch of guys that need to transport, like some Inquisitors or something. But anyway, you can get it from the Forge World website, and it's made of resin, and it's very expensive, though. So, right, we have Claudius, we have Fathis, we have a bunch of servitors. We don't have much in the way of choices right now, really. Now, it's worth noting that with a lot of the troop choices, you actually pay with them in Blackstone to deploy them. And I think, if I recall correctly, if they do survive the mission, that Blackstone is refunded. However, servitors are free. We can, there's a virtually limitless supply of those. We just take some unfortunate crew members and, lobotomize them, it's fine. It's totally fine. So yeah, select our canticles. We have the Litany of Life, and that's it. So yeah, as I was going to say, the will of the Omnissiah is so strong within the prayers canted, the priests will stop at nothing, not even death. Cool. Alright, let us deploy. I called you here, Lector Dogmatis Videx, because your knowledge of spiritual matters and the cult Mechanicus will be crucial in dealing with any mortal threats on Silverton Nibbits. I do apologize, Videx. I just had my lunch and it's fighting back slightly.
I have 543,021 works of scripture stored for rapid context topical retrieval. There is no obstacle beyond my capacity to counsel you on. Unnecessary use of cogitator power. Waste of resources, Videx. Insufficient use. Go to Augmetic Bay for improvements. Yeah, so it is wearing black with red, which is Forge World. The name still eludes me, but yeah, they're the Xenorites, they're the naughty people. The Xenos tomb is revealed to us as a great hungry maw that seeks to consume our very purity. Blasphemy reeks from every corner of the tomb of Agrelek.
Most poetic, Lector Dogmatis. Your thoughts on how to proceed?
I shall take my cues from the writings of Archmagos Federatus Hiereticus. Let the stench of corruption be swept aside by the sweet winds of faith. One of my censor servitors will cleanse the spiritual corruption with blessed incense.
Then deploy one immediately.
My thoughts exactly, Magos. With your assistance, the Omnissiah's work shall be done.
In case you forgot we were playing as a bunch of religious lunatics, this is a handy reminder. The sensor servitor is deployed at the tomb entrance, Magos. I am ready to send it on its way.
Pod Subdomina. The sensor servitor is a delicate piece of machinery. It is ill-suited to hostile territory. Avalonians 591. Fragile indeed are the tools of the righteous. It must be escorted on its sacred duty.
Don't be ridiculous. Every step we take in the tomb risks the lives of our personnel.
If the spiritual integrity of the mission is truly at stake, Subdomina Capra, it is worth the risk.
And I assure you, it most definitely is.
I've already sent a team ahead. I foresaw your emotional connection to your troops, Capra. If you are ever to be a Dominus, I must show you how to command.
My gratitude, Magos. The Xenos corruption will destroy us as surely as the guns of the enemy.
Very well, his will be done. Winds of Change, deployment number 1. Okay, so the speed at which we... now, as you can see in this mission, there are multiple different directions we can go in, a la Darkest Dungeon. And the speed at which we complete this will be relevant. We can try to explore every room if we want to, but it will slow us down, and the Tomb Awaken level here will increase, which will mean more nasties want to kill us, and back on the sort of strategic layer, the Necron Awakening will go up more, basically. So the speed at which we do this is a factor, and it's really a case of how worth it is it to waste extra time. So let's... see, because there's a thing over here, there's a green thing. I don't know what that is, I can't remember. There's a green Necron symbol there, and I kind of want to know what it is. So I'm going to go this way, I think. Like that, even though it's going to take longer, because I want to find out what that is. So, let's go this way. While traversing this chamber, the sensor servitor crosses a part of the floor that collapses under the machine's weight. The servitor is trapped at the bottom of a shaft of machinery and pipework and must be extricated. Manual labor. Climb into the hole and haul the servitor out manually. Mechanics. Fashion a system of pulleys and ropes to haul the machine out of the hole. Magnetism. Exhort the servitor to overload its magnetic levitation circuits. Right. Let's... see, this is going to be... this seems to me like a case of... how much time do we want to spend doing this versus how dangerous it will be. Climbing into the hole and hauling the servitor out manually sounds dangerous. Fashioning a system of pulleys and ropes to haul the machine out of the hole sounds time-consuming. Exhorting the servitor to overload its magnetic levitation circuits sounds prone to disaster. I want to say, let's do it. Oops. The cohort pronounced the command phrases that activate the servitor's rarely used and temperamental maglev units. The servitor reaches the lip of the hole and is being dragged the rest of the way out when, with a loud bang and belching of acrid black smoke, a key component burns out violently. The servitor is saved from its predicament, but at a cost to its structural integrity. Right, and we've... who's this? So this is Claudius. He's taken -2 HP. He's taken 2 damage. Okay.
This is no good, Magos. No good at all. The Xenos corruption takes physical form in this murky fog. Can anything be done?
The noisome miasma of fumes from the Xenos machinery in this area is masking the servitor's sacred incense. Pray, purge the corruption with prayer, power through, live with the miasma's presence and hurry through the area, or purge, scare away the corruption with flame. Oh, that sounds like a really bad idea. I've played Fallout 3. I know what happens when you shoot a weapon into a room full of weird gas. Let's try pray. Pray the gas away. Yeah. Why not?
Thus the machine god answers our prayers. Exaltations 49. The Lord of Mars is with us in the dark, even if thou knowest it not.
The cohort performs a selection of psalms from the Codex Mechanica Pura. The toxic fog clears and the tech priests advance with renewed purpose. Well, there you go, it worked. Necron initiative has been decreased as well in our next battle with them. That's good. Warning, our presence has been detected. Oh dear. The Necrons are waking in response to our presence within the tomb. As you travel through each tomb, defense systems will start activating. This increases the difficulty of the mission. The longer you spend in a tomb, the harder the mission becomes. Exploring the depths of the tomb isn't without reward. There are unknown amounts of lost knowledge to be found for those willing to dig deeper.
This is non-standard behavior, and speaks ill of the menials whose task it was to maintain this machine. Maxims of Amaranth 512. Beware the deviance of thine own tools, for the enemy finds his entrance thereby.
Quite unexpectedly, a previously unused Voxcaster unit pops out of the servitor's face panel in a synthesized voice and attempts to engage the cohort in philosophical discussion. Examine. Perform a diagnostic on the machine to determine the source of this behavior. Engage. Continue the conversation with the machine. Excise. Rip out the servitor's Voxcaster unit. We'll engage it in discussion.
Behold thou corruption, and unthinking end it. Stop this deviance, Magos. What corruption is this? Shut it down. You should never have risked exposure to such blasphemy.
The machine proves erudite and persuasive as it extols the virtues of the worship of the Omnissiah as innovator. Unfortunately, the cohort recognize this as ancient tech heresy. The cohort hurriedly rip out the servitor's Voxcaster unit before it can continue to speak its lies, and awakening in the tomb has been increased by 1. Oh dear. I kind of had a feeling that might be a bad idea, but I kind of wanted to do it anyway. Right, let's see what this is. A glyph. This panel controls a heavy door leading to a treasure room beyond, which is filled with cognition. If we can work out the right commands, then we can reap the rewards within. All right, we've got a couple of glyphs here, and we have no indication as to which one is the right one. But we will, in true Adeptus Mechanicus fashion, press the button and see what happens. Let's go. Let's try this one. This vaguely T-shaped thing with a crescent through it. Ah, a container of some sort that seemingly has raw binary sealing within. Clearly it is of Xenos origin. Sparks of data leak through the aged sealant used to contain the treasure within. Brilliant. We got some blackstone for that. Great. Nice. Right. Back this way. And, yeah, let's go to the final room. We could go and explore other bits, but, no, let's just do it. Extra Necrons and Bower are awakening level 2 now. Okay. Let's get this done before the servitor decides to engage us with any more philosophical discussions, eh? Right, let's deploy our dudes. Let's see, we got Claudius here, and Fath is right next to him. Let's begin the battle. I don't seem to be able to deploy any of my servitors just yet, so okay. Alright, we can scan that apparently. Not sure what that will do, but I'll give it a go, certainly. Got some blackstone. Alright, nice. Now that, I believe, is a platform that will move across to around here or something like that. If I am not mistaken. Let me gather a bit of cognition from one of these. Excellent, there we go. Head on over to this. Yeah, that's fine. End turn. Let's have Fathis sort of pop on over there as well. And gather some cognition from there. Jolly good. End turn. I probably should have tried to shoot something, but I didn't think I was in range. Now that I think about it. Never mind. Mistakes were made. Alright, we're going to want to do Arcanical in a minute. Whee! There we go. Alright, we can take cover behind this at least. Alright, new round. And we can deploy servitors now, so let's do that. Let's deploy one. Right. Mechanicals. These are the mechanicals available to use in the mission. Mechanicals can only be used once per mission, so keep in mind there might be more fights to come. Well, this is the final one for us, so let's use that. Restore Claudius's health. And let's see. What is the range we got on this? Very limited indeed. Okay. You can just move there for now, and actually, maybe it'd be a good idea to scan that. No, I'll get Frathis to scan it. Actually, that's what I'll do. Ah, there's another one over here. It's just popped out of that obelisky thing. Ow, that hurt. Do you mind? Alright, he's just healed himself. Start of every turn he heals himself because he's a Xenorite. Aha. Right, I'm just going to shoot you then. Oh dear, that did not do a lot of damage, did it? Haha. Oh boy. Okay, well, you go ahead and scan that. We may want to get up there and actually smack him in the face with our axes, really. That's going to clearly do more damage, I suspect. Yeah, it does. Well, they do have physical armor, and it is a physical weapon, so... End turn for now. Mr. Servitor, off you pop. Eat some shots for us. Just like that, thank you very much. I'll get some cognition as well. And right, 2 points of cognition. We can do something. Now we got some wiggle room here. Let's deploy another servitor there. Let's send you up this way. Off you go, matey. And turn. Right. Claudius, mill, mate. Grab that point of cognition. And toddle on up here, if you please. Actually, no. Go here. Then you've got both of them locked in combat. Excellent. Ah, we don't have enough cognition to do it, though. Ah, curses. Quickly, grab that. Forgot this requires cognition. Right, give him a slap. Right, hopefully when they try and retreat, though... I mean, I think they can do melee attacks, to be fair, the Necron warriors, but if they do try and retreat, we will be able to slap them, so that's good. Uh-oh. Critical. I can do without that, thanks very much, game. Luckily, Fathers can heal himself. Right. More cognition, please. Why don't we have you move here, and then you can shoot the guy on the left. Should be out of range of this dude down here for now, although he's jumped on this platform now, which I think is going to move over there and then probably back to here again. Ah, Machine Spirit's charged. That's good. That's done a bit of damage to him. Nice, 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 nice. How's about you pop behind that corner there? Seems like a grand idea to me. End turn. When an enemy moves out of melee range, providing your unit has a melee weapon, the enemy will trigger an opportunity attack. An opportunity attack gives your unit a free melee attack on an enemy. Each unit can only perform one opportunity attack per round. Okay, so we can only slap one of them. And we've slapped you. So that's okay. Always on 1 health now. Oh, that's going to hurt. Down goes Claudius. Is actually looking a little bit grim all of a sudden, isn't it? I think I'm going to have to mass deploy the rest of my servitors pretty soon. Alright, you move up here. Give him a smack. That'll take him out of it for now, at least. And we'll lock you in combat as well. There we go. Nice. That's a start, at least. You're going to shoot me again, aren't you? Oof. Oof. It's not good. He'd be long dead now if it weren't for the fact that he was a Xenorite. Good God. Right, quickly grab this cognition. And this cognition. Give him a slap. Okay, we'll probably be alright for another turn now. I could have shot him first, actually. I should have done that. Never mind. However, I think it might just be a moot point here. I don't know. Yeah, look, Servitor's going to whack him as well. There we go, perfect. That's just the guy on the other side we've got to deal with. Necrons reanimate. 1 turn faster. Oh, good. Right, we're probably going to have to smack these guys on the ground here. Right, let's deploy the rest of our servitors. Oh, not enough cognition. Right. Fair enough. Right, you head off that way. You go with him. At all costs now, we must preserve Fathus, because if he dies, this mission failed. Alright. Smack that. And shoot the other one. Lovely jubbly. Grab this. Grab this. All that sweet, sweet cognition. There we go. End turn. I didn't get a chance to use Claudius's little ability, actually, with the Servo Skull to buff one of the servitors, but never mind. Never mind. Maybe next time, eh? Alright, hello, friend. You can actually bash these, and I'm not sure what it achieves. Perhaps once again, in AdMech fashion, I will bash it and see what happens. Fear my horde of brainless lobotomites, Necron. She's gonna kill him? He is, yep. And he's still healing himself. Good stuff. If you move there... Ah, you can shoot him there. Alright, good. You hop on over here. Give him a little bit of the old pew pew. Oh, actually, you can't. But you can shoot this thing. -2 Necron Awakening. Ah, that's what that does, eh? I'm not sure if that was a feature in the game on release. Maybe I just missed it, but, huh. Alright then. You go ahead and get back behind there. Okay, servitors, do your thing. Bonk. And turn. Same again, please. Bonk. And turn. Opportunity attack. Damage absorbed. Oh, that's not cricket. Damage absorbed? What? What is this?
It's cheating! It is cheating, I do declare!
Be quiet, Widex.
Ah, if I go there, I can shoot you. Surely this will finish you off. Well, it'll help. Pow. There we go. Let's move you around that corner. Don't know if we'll be able to get shot from there or not. Fear the wrath of my bonky dudes. Bonk. Oh, this is insufferable. Stop it. You bloody Necrons. Stop being so hard to kill. I know it's your whole thing and all, but it's very irritating. There we go, finally. Bloody hell. Absorbed it 3 times in a row. No threat remaining. Mission complete. The Censor Servitor reaches a location where the air currents through the tomb will take its sacred exudations to every corner of the tomb. The cohort guards it until its incense is fully deployed and can escort it back to the tomb entrance.
The Censor Servitor has been delivered to the depths of the tomb, Lector Dogmatus. Its sacred incense now permeates all areas of the structure.
A positive outcome, Magos. It is right and proper that you see as I do the dangers posed by the corruptive influence of the Xenos.
It remains to be seen if the tomb is rendered less dangerous for our troops. At the very least, the place is less malodorous.
I trust you will continue to consider the alien with the hatred and disdain they deserve, Magos. As we explore this world, remember the words of binary hierarch Gethsemore. The weak in mind will seek to understand the Xenos. The strong in mind will destroy them and bless their ignorance.
Okay. So Claudius went down, but luckily I think we can revive him by I think he'll come back, basically. We'll get those 100... We'll lose 100 Blackstone, but he should be healed, I think. So... Right. And we didn't lose any Blackstone for these guys being replaced or whatever. Enemies killed. 3 Necrons. We got 36 Blackstone from that. And we have, more importantly, some goodies. So yeah, unfortunately, did we even break even on that? Yeah, it looks like we did. We made a profit on that in Blackstone. Not by much, but we did. Alright, 3% awakened now. Okie dokie. Let's go to the old cohort screen. Let's have a look at Claudius here. Interesting. See, I don't know if he can use the Curatio Claw on himself, is the thing. So, I think what I'll do is Ah, augment slots. Accursed augment slots. Alright, can we upgrade you? I think we can if we choose one of these, or maybe this. Unlock a unique body part specific to this discipline. Ah, but these require augments. So it's a bit of a trade-off here. +4 range for ranged weapons. Cleanse the target of any negative effects. Lex Mechanic. Explorator. Secutor. Tech Auxilium. +1 cognition point at the beginning of the unit's turn, only if the gauge is empty, though. Which is not as good, honestly. I'm thinking about taking cognition freedom. We'll maybe? Or engine seer? Maybe dominant? I don't know! It's Dominus. For +4 range for ranged weapons. That could be good. Let's do that. Take a rank in Dominus as well. Reach rank 3. Increased augment capacity. +4 range for ranged weapons, which is useful. Okay, cool. Which means I can now give you the Curatio Claw. Excellent. Also, yeah, let's replace your axe with. Unplug the axe. Let's give you oh no, really? What does it require? Oh, it requires 2 augment slots? Oh. Alright, well, get rid of that. Maybe this is a bad idea. My only weapon is now a Volkite Blaster that requires cognition and a Curatio Claw that also requires cognition to heal people. I don't know whether that's a great idea, actually. Let's unplug that. I could give you a pair of Phosphor Blast Pistols. And indeed, I think I will. Yeah, that's what we'll do with you. We'll give you a pair of Phosphor Blast Pistols and the Curatio Claw. That works, I think. And Claudius, let's see. Your next weapon attack's cognition cost is reduced by 2 cognition points. So I think you will get a rank of Tech Auxilium for you. Yeah. So you will have that. And you, my friend. There you go. Is there anything else I can add on top of that? Nope. Yeah, so you're going to have a Phosphor Blast Pistol, and you're going to have the big-ass Volkite Blaster. So, and you've got Cognition Freedom as well now. So basically, the Volkite Blaster will only cost you 1 Cognition of Fire instead of 2 every now and again, because it's a cooldown of 3. So you can use that to get off a very early shot with the Volkite Blaster, which should be pretty good. 15 meters range, 6 to 8 energy damage, crit 10%. Yeah, it's not a bad weapon at all. So there we go. Right. We are eschewing the melee for now and going all in with ranged at the moment, which is fine probably at this stage of the game because we can get servitors to do melee stuff for us instead. So that, I feel, is a good life choice, personally. There we go. Right. Excellent. Back to the mission. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you very much for watching. That's about all we've got for this episode, as we've finished fumigating the Tomb of Agrileck with sacred incense. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll be back again with more of this wonderful game and all of its silly shenanigans next time. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to do the follow button bell icon thing, because, you know, YouTube doesn't like to notify you of anything unless you press that damn button, and even then it's a bit of a roulette wheels chance. But hey, regardless, if you enjoyed it, consider doing that and subscribing and stuff. And anyway, thanks very much, folks. I'm going to go now, and if I'm completely honest with you, I'm going to go now and play some more Cyberpunk. So, have a good one, everybody. See you next time.